We
This
see
would be the
nothing.
best way to describe this. You are in an area that is completely white.
Completely white.
Completely white.
Is it snowing? Oh, by the way, I remember my egg. I'm not
There's
forgetting.
no hills. It's literally white.
Is it
Oh,
snow?
great. The GM had no plan for us.
Hey,
Is it-
Limrod, where the hell are we?
Is it snow, Amell?
I don't know if you've ever heard of the White Town.
As you're all talking, you hear these echoes just go off into the distance, and they just eventually fade away.
Are we in that like cartoon
Yes, you
white
are.
box thing?
Oh my goodness, there,
We're in
lad.
the
How the
nothing.
hell do we get out? Oh wait, that's right.
Oh, we're in
As
the
you
walls.
as you
We're
look
in the walls.
around, you do see a door behind you. Each time you turn around, there's a door.
Oh God.
It's a wooden door.
Petrin goes before anyone could do anything. Walks up to the first door he sees and opens it a little
Oh,
and
wait,
looks inside.
as you go to open the door, you notice on the door there's a little rope with a sign made of wood that says "Beware of Dragon."
Okay, not opening that door.
Hey!
Door on the left of that
Each
door.
time you look in a different direction, you see the same door with the same sign saying "Beware of
Oh my
Dragon."
gosh.
I'd like to discern realities.
Go ahead.
Fuck the rest of this, because there's a dragon involved, so...
I thought we were about to do a Nightmare Before Christmas thing, and it's gonna be a bunch of freaking.
Alright, I got a 10.
Okay,
What the fuck's going on?
that's not a question. Pick one from the list.
Oh my god.
I'll
Let me
use a
bring it
full
up.
We can have those in
a specific question.
If only you
about.
had in spectacles, guys.
Alright, what do I get on? 10, ask the GM 3 questions. Alright, what here is not what it appears to be?
You notice that the door itself is not exactly what it appears to be. It's not. I mean, obviously it's a door and it will open. You assume probably to some other area, but it also seems like it's alive.
The door is alive?
Yes,
It's a creature?
maybe.
Well, I take the
What?
dragons.
Whoa!
Well,
Whoa!
that's my guess. The last 2 questions, then we'll go to you guys.
Alright, what happened here recently?
Nothing. It's completely white. There's no scuff marks. There's no nothing. There's a door.
What here
and
is
white.
useful or valuable to me?
Nothing.
The door.
Alright, I'll go and open up the door.
All right. So, Petrin, you're kind of like
Rip.
staring at the door. And what were you gonna do, Petrin? Just.
I was
before-
actually gonna like look at the sign, see if I could like move it or something.
Okay, yeah, so you're going to you're grabbing the sign, you're looking at it, and the limmer just grabs the doorknob. As you do, your hand gets stuck to the door. This thing comes to life. It swings open and starts dragging you into this other area.
Whoa,
You
whoa,
know-
whoa. As I make a lasso out of the rope of twine I have and like lasso his leg and to try to pull him back.
Give me a. Okay, first.
I want to
give me-
cast Corona Aura.
That
on
takes
myself.
time, Moko.
No, I can just I have the thing on underneath my coat, so it's just like
Yeah, it still takes time to unravel.
Yeah,
I just get out of
it
my
takes
coat.
time to unravel to actually. It's either a string. It takes like a minute to get like a rope.
I already have rope then.
Alright, I'm
I
casting.
pull out my
Corona
adventuring
Aura.
gear and take a grappling
I
hook
want to know
and
what.
throw it at his
does.
legs and get it
I
caught.
feel like he's about to burn us.
That's fine. Go ahead and you take grappling.
Or-
And throw
or
it.
a lasso or
Give me a
whatever.
dex roll to see if you're able to wrap it around his leg. With quick thinking.
What is that roll for?
And you're not.
I make it a 10.
So, okay. So you go to grab it, and you like, and you start like getting pulled forward. Also, as this door is with superhuman like strength and speed, it's just pulling them around. Who cannot let go of this knob. As you see her start to get pulled into this new area.
As
What
I
is
just
that?
say, why am I so closer?
What
Say,
the
"Aye, lad,
fuck
I
was
got
Limrod's
ya.
roll?
Dog pile.
I don't know.
I
the
said
Limerick's
what it
roll.
was.
I
but
missed what
people
he said.
listen.
I'm sorry.
I know. That's why I want to know. I want to know what it is.
So, Mike, what'd you do?
I cast Corona Aura.
Okay, so you cast Corona Aura.
And then I
pick-
have the ability.
All right, so roll your 2d6 or 4d6.
And that also was an 8, even though that doesn't make any better, but that's my +1 roll.
Right. Well, go ahead and roll a 46.
2.
No, your
Uh,
+1 roll was on the discern.
40. It's 46 and half of that.
So,
So 8.
it's 8.
So the door, we're gonna give it a dex roll, which you can't do because it's literally attached to you. And the
Doors
door
have
is
dex.
the door is now on fire and running with you.
As I'm dragged, as I'm
I.
dragged behind.
All right, Amell. Do I have to discern realities for this?
Okay.
Can I tell if Sioris's efforts are mattering at all? Does it look like he's being slowed down at
It
all?
looks like he's being slowed a bit, yeah. As Sears is being pulled through where the door was, there is a square like
Can we
thing
have-
where you can see into an area. I guess
When
as
he
you-
looks at Seoris, does he see Zeke also holding onto Seoris's leg to try and help, being pulled as well?
Yes.
Does everybody just latch on and get pulled through?
I don't know. I want to know what I guess as you're looking at like all this, trying to figure out what's going on, Tim, you enter. What you realize is that you guys enter into this. The area looks like this.
Jesus Christ.
As you enter the scary.
It is. You enter into a weirdly colored area in the middle of it, which I will put a party icon where you guys.
Are we
can-
all 2D now?
You look a
You're
volcano.
not 2D.
Oh, you look like a thin line.
You end up, you're about in the middle of this field. And all
Tim,
around you,
look
you
like-
see these cartoony-looking mountains
Calm.
with the volcano in the back to the north. And you can't technically see the swamp, but there's a swamp surrounding it, like, and followed by a gigantic ocean.
Where the hell are we?
You're being dragged right now, Sierra, so you don't see this. This is what, like...
As I'm being
Petrus
dragged
sees.
around face down in the dirt. I like making it so I'm
There's
just
no
sliding on
dirt.
my
It's
back.
white.
See,
It's
literally,
white, right?
No, where he's at, he got dragged into this area.
Oh.
So through this little square doorway that no longer has a door in its place is what you see. You and Sinethel both see.
But I'm gonna try to plant my legs into the ground using strength
Okay.
to stop Door's
So,
movement
Instead,
and or tear him free.
that's fine. And so instead of the ground like digging dirt where you see like dust and stuff like that, it's literally like rolling up on itself like paper. As you're like stamping your feet into it. So you're slowly starting to
Okay.
slow it down as you get about in
Strength
the middle
check?
of it. Actually, as you get to the middle of it, you're like holding, you're pulling. The mics or Limrod's release on the doorknob, like it's let go, and he just kind of like falls. Poosh. As you're like momentum pulling back, you fall on your ass. As a little bit in the distance, probably a good, fourth of a mile away, because you guys have been running for a long time. There's Petrin and Sinethel sitting looking through a doorway. Petrin and Sinethel, what did the two of you do? As this flaming door runs off into the distance.
Can I chase after the door?
I do what Logan's doing.
Oh, I love this. This is so much fun.
Okay.
There is no dust, Seoris.
I look
But yes, you do make the motion of it.
looked
It's like-
at Sinethel. Should we follow? What should we do?
Am I still surrounded by like white, like
We're
nothing's
still-
changed?
There is
yeah,
white
except
all
for-
around you, and there's a square door and you can see into this area.
I want to try and turn around and see what happens.
Nothing. It's white. I mean, I
So
guess
it's
you
just
turn
nothing.
around, and the door appears for you over there. The square door.
Yeah,
But it's
I
the
assume.
doorway. Yes.
A long,
Okay, so I
drawn out sigh is heard
So,
from Sinethel as
Sinethel-
he walks through the door and just like, "You're all fucking idiots."
All right,
I
Petra.
wanted to test something, to be honest.
All right, so as you
I
get
want-
ready to walk through the door, Petra's like, wait, Sinethel, what do you do, Petra?
Yeah, I wanted him to be looking in one direction, me looking in the other, and see what would happen. Because if we both see through the same door, but there's two different doors, I wanted to test that, but
You
it's
both,
okay.
you both would. I'll give you. You both see the same doorway, and when you turn around, you'd both see the same doorway.
What if they use a mirror while staring
But wait,
at one
if
door?
we turn around and we see the doorway, that
I don't have a
means
mirror.
You each. It's
we would disappear from each other?
no. I mean, technically, you're not looking at
Because
each other.
if we walked in the same direction looking this way, and then did this, we'd just be gone.
It's
There'd be a
magic
door.
darkness, Tim.
Yes,
Magic
there'd be a door,
darkness.
Bless
which means
it.
the people wouldn't be able to see each other.
There'd be a door between the two. Yes, or it'd be off to the side of each of you. It doesn't be exactly behind.
I mean, we
So-
might as well walk through. It's our only option. at this
Sinethel
point.
walks through. You walk through. Seoris is dusting himself off when there's no actual
Limrod yells
dust.
in the backward, "You fools!
I-
Don't let the door get
Limrod.
away!"
So
Fine, I knock an arrow and I shoot it at the door before I.
okay, this
before I-
door is hauling.
I push your
ass.
bow down and I'm like, "Just let him get over the shrooms."
I yell, "Stop!" to the door, and I try and see if
As the
my,
door
thing-
is on fire, and it just runs off into the distance and out of sight.
I'll let it run since Sinethel.
I would like to move the fire that's on the door to its feet to burn its feet.
There
It's
is no
made of
feet.
wood.
It's a door.
The door. As you look at the feet, there are black, like stick legs with white
Oh my-
shoes.
Oh my god.
And I want to adjust the flame to start burning the feet.
It
to slow
doesn't
down.
stop at all. You don't understand why, but it actually seems to speed up.
Amell, this is stupid.
This is the best thing ever. I'm just telling you guys this right now. It'll all make sense in the end of it.
I
But
don't
it's the
know
best.
about that. By the way, Volcano called it. Called it. Just saying.
There is a volcano. So, you are all... So, as you pull out the Ring of Beckoning Shadows and you try to activate it, you realize...
I didn't activate it. And just looking, I was like,
All right, so you pull out the Ring of Beckoning Shadows and you look at it, and the glimmer it normally has, for some reason, isn't there right now.
oh god, I can't even use it to escape. Fuck.
As you all check your magical items at some point in time, you realize that none of them seem to be working in this area.
No magical items.
Yes, the wolf has left me alone.
Well,
As the
sadly,
wolf appears in front of me.
I would say sadly the wolf looks at you and goes, "No, I'm still here," because it's not any of the magical effects from him do not work, but the wolf is still there.
Oh my god.
Fuck
Live
off.
Live on.
I want
Okay.
to I want to conjure a magic hammer and start like hitting the walls. Or is
You're a-
it now?
You are now in a the doorway where you guys entered is now gone, and you're in a field, and around you
Okay.
is a bunch of mountains.
It's
But
actually
you
like
wants to
real,
discern
is it real
realities.
grass?
It's no,
Is
it
real
looks like
grass?
if you actually, it looks like astroturf with literally like black lines on it, like you see in the picture. It looks
All right.
exactly like the picture.
I'd like to make a hammer and start trying to hit
Wait.
stuff with the hammer.
Are we trapped in a painting somewhere?
Okay, so you go ahead and give me a burning brand to craft a hammer.
Can
Actually,
I
don't even do that. No, you just
discern-
craft a hammer because there's no danger here. You can take the time to craft a freaking hammer, and you start like
Have I?
And
I want to
discern-
walk
is there
up to
any
Limro.
effect to like grass, rocks?
Synthel, what are you doing? I'll tell you in a second, Mike.
I want to walk up to Limrod and see if his arm has been like tied with a rope at the bicep.
Oh no, there's a grapple on his leg. Like he's still just like walking
Okay.
around with a rope attached to his leg because he's like trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So he's not really paying attention to it. I'm assuming
Okay,
Seahorse
where
at
is
some
the
point-
grapple? Is it like above the knee?
No, it's down by the ankle.
Okay. I was about to say, if it's like above the knee, then Sinethel is convinced that Limrod is a druggie.
Okay.
Can I discern realities?
Sure.
Well, did you get like super drunk all of a sudden?
As
Oh
Limrod-
my god!
So Limrod, you're like pounding into like the different things, and it's a fire hammer, and it literally just like,
Why?
everything here has a buoyancy to it that seems a little weird.
I'm about to die
Like
to paper.
nothing's like snapping or breaking or burning or anything like that. Really, it's just
Am I able to control the fire from the lava mountain?
no, it's lava, not fire.
Okay, the molten fire.
You are pretty far away from it. You would have to get closer to be able to potentially even attempt that.
I will attempt that.
As
Amell, I failed my roll.
Yep.
So what happens?
So Petrin, you kind of like start walking towards like one of the, like it's like a bush here and there like around it, and as you're walking, you don't notice there's a little divot from where Seoris like crinkled up like literally the scenery, and you trip over it and you fall into the bush and you get a bunch of paper cuts, and it really really stings. Like it hurts and you're in pain, but it doesn't deal any damage. It just hurts. That's what happens.
Oh my god, I know where we are.
Yes.
I know where we are.
Well, then shut up. I was about to be like, where are we, Cioris? God damn it.
Seoris doesn't know where we are. Seoris is just kind of like,
Okay, so what we see is AstroTurf, the
You see some
the
mountains. You
the-
see hills,
the
and you see a
volcano.
volcano, and then and you can't really see behind them, but there is a swamp behind them that you cannot see.
I
Oh.
head to the swamp.
Well, you can't see the swamp, so do you head towards the hills or
Okay,
the volcano?
I head towards the hill.
I don't think you should be wandering off. I think we should go as a group. I think wandering
the
off would be a
volcano?
terrible idea. It doesn't matter where we go as long as we go as a group. What if something comes out and we don't even know it's here?
A paper monster.
Okay, so Metalath kind of looks at you, Sirius, and goes, "Sirius, you could use a beer. Also, where should we go?"
I probably could use a beer at this point.
As
then
he hands you a glass.
I take the keg.
No.
Kidding, I wouldn't take the whole keg.
Nope, no takesy backsies.
So take you.
As Sinethel steals the keg off Seahorse and drinks
So-
the rest of it.
So
And throws,
so Metalaf like grabs
throws Metalaf
as you go to
50
he
points.
grabs you he grabs you like no, and he hands you a glass. He goes, my beer.
Strength check.
Go ahead, roll strength.
I have
Sinethel.
+3 unless he's got +4.
All right, let's go ahead and go with beer
You got some
strength.
pretty amazing rolls this
Beer
session.
strength. Beer strength loses. He's unable to take the cake from you as he then kicks you in the nuts, Sinethel.
How dare you hold it over my head?
As I drop the keg on him and it crushes his skull.
As he catches it and goes, "Thank you," and walks away with it.
As
So
it crushes his skull.
It does not crush his skull. And then he turns and looks at you and goes, "All right, Cirrus, where do we go?"
I don't know there, lad. I'm kind of lost here. I have a feeling that we could be in some sort of paper kind of dimension, almost like one of those paintings that you hear about. It's spelled worse.
That one that whatever the fuck his name was got into.
Yeah, that one dude.
Bartok.
It
Was it
Bartok.
Bartok?
It was Bartok.
Would I
There's
be able
so
to
many
spout lore on
characters.
this, or is it unreasonable for me to have any knowledge?
I would
on-
say you
I-
wouldn't
I
have
made
any
a
prior
six.
experience to this, Limrut. Whereas, I don't think actually Seors has any prior experience to this either. That was
I would
Abraham.
know it because but I would know it because I also did training in magical arts when I was young. Because that's part
I did too, but
That's
why
probably
don't I
becomes
know it
tonight.
then?
You were a
Are
blacksmith.
becoming a knight of the
We've
Storm
seen-
Isles.
Seahorse. He's just
Are
like,
becoming a knight of the Storm Isles.
So-
You become very educated. You're
You
educated.
know that you're trapped in some kind of
Trap.
not
Wow, that
necessarily.
was helpful.
You're not really trapped in a trap. You're trapped. Your thought process is because there was an incompleted drawing when you entered into the glaive that it didn't necessarily send you exactly where you planned on going, and you ended up in this area because of that.
Is this,
This is how-
Limrut's
this is
shitty
how my-
ass drawing?
This is because of Limrut. You never finished the drawing.
Did
Castle
Limrut
Grayskull.
draw a fucking volcano and some rocks?
No.
This is why he didn't finish. He was just drawing this bullshit instead of just drawing fucking Castle Grayskull.
Yeah, there'll be a volcano next to Castle Grayskull, some hills. So you kind of did, like, you're trapped somewhere where your magical items don't work, mostly because they're cut off from their the magical abilities of the world itself.
The fountain of mana.
Pretty
or
much.
some bullshit. Yeah.
Am I
Alright.
able to?
Your magic still
change
works because
the-
that's internal within you.
Was I able to make the volcano react?
You're not. You guys are still kind of in the middle, deciding where to go.
Am I
Heck-
still heading up towards the volcano?
So you all kind of turn and look, and you start seeing Limrut walk towards the volcano. What do the rest of you do?
I
follow
sit and just
aimlessly. 'Cause I have no
sit
idea
with
where the
metal
fuck-
after
You know
like
what? Fuck it.
drinking-
I knock an arrow and I shoot it at some of the lava that I see.
Guys, you're
happens?
you're a pretty long ways away.
Oh, okay. Fuck it. Then I walk close enough to knock an arrow and
So
shoot it.
you all
That way we
start
don't
you
waste
all
as
start
much time.
walking towards the volcano.
Nope, I hang out with Malin and Metal Ass
Right.
just drinking beer
Limrut and
because
Petrin
fuck
start
this
walking.
sucks.
So Limrut and
Alright.
Petrin, you guys start walking towards the volcano. It takes you probably a good half hour to get to the base of it.
No,
lava's-
I said when I'm in range, I want to knock an arrow and shoot at the lava.
Well,
Yeah, it takes half an hour.
Okay,
How
so
hard do
it
you
takes
think
an extra
to shoot?
5 minutes less,
Okay. So I do that thing.
and you knock.
What
it out and you
happens to
shoot
my
it.
arrow?
It pokes into it.
It doesn't burn up or anything.
Well, I mean, if you hit the lava specifically, but you're just like shooting, you hit like the side of the mountain of the volcano. It doesn't necessarily mean you hit
No,
the lava.
fuck you. I'm making a roll for this now. I want to hit the
So,
lava.
okay, you want to hit? Then you hit the lava. I'm not gonna make you. I mean, you hit the lava, and
The whole point of this is to
and
hit the
yes,
lava.
it burns up.
Okay, so it's not some fake ass paper lava. It's actually lava. Got it.
So, Limrut, you're now at the base of the volcano.
Okay. I'd like to see if the fire and lava and stuff react.
Lava does not react to your skills, but the little fire here and there, sure, it'll you can move it around and whatnot. It doesn't seem to be doing anything to the surroundings though.
Doing anything to the surroundings?
Nope.
I like to do discern realities of this area, or is this the same area?
It would be considered a different area. Go ahead and make a roll.
All right.
No, you may ask one
Okay,
question.
so I get one question. What? Let me think. Hold on.
So-
What here is not what it appears to be, I
Oh,
guess.
fucking-
Or what here is useful,
Pablo Picasso.
Sure.
actually.
So
yeah.
as we see Sirius pull out a paintbrush with no paints,
Oh,
He starts
nope.
wiggling
Hold on my
around.
adventuring gear. Hold on my adventuring gear. I got it. That's
You
why
see
I
that
went
you-
to buy it. That's why I went to buy it.
you draw a bench. So yeah, sure. You draw a bench, and there is now a picture of a bench on the grass.
Okay, I was wondering if it would turn into a real bench because
I-
I had a feeling we were stuck in a painting kind of a thing.
I like the
That's-
idea.
Yeah.
But Limmer, as you like,
Good
here's-
effort, you're an
here's
idiot.
Not what it appears to be or what's useful. You're kind of like looking around the mountain. Like you don't go like you go up to you touch lava because lava doesn't typically hurt you because you're immune because you have a Corona aura right now. And you kind of look up at the top of the mountain. At the top of the mountain, you see what looks to be a hole.
No shit, Sherlock.
Are we able to
Not
get there?
where the lava's at, but like almost like an entrance to something. You could probably walk up the
okay.
side of the mountain. Yeah.
Is the rest of
They're
the
not.
group able to?
You,
No, they all stay
You
behind.
turn around, they're all way back behind you. A good.
I
Last
mean,
turn is
if
the
they were
only-
to walk up here, is this safe
Yeah.
for them to get
It
there?
seems reasonably safe that they could find a way as long as nothing bad happens.
Am I able to yell to them that I'm going through the hole up here?
No, they're too far away for that. You'd have to go back and get them.
Can I
All right,
shoot an
I'll
arrow
go
with
back
a note
and
on
get
it?
them.
Can I shoot an arrow with a note on it?
Why would you shoot an arrow with a note
That's a
on it?
horrible
What-
plan.
What thought process would you have for that?
Well, I couldn't reach the mountain, which means I couldn't reach them, but they'd probably be able to see it like stick into the ground.
You're like just barely. Like, Limrat would see you.
I
Or
would
if you
rather
went-
shoot an arrow than waste 30 minutes, but if we want to waste 30 minutes, we can waste more time.
There's no in
Instant
hell
30
you're
minutes.
shooting an arrow.
I
that
know it's
far.
an instant 30 minutes, but you know, it's just
Imagine walking for 30 minutes and then imagine accurately shooting an arrow that far, without hitting somebody that you can't see.
Well, if you're going down the mountainside, it wouldn't be that hard.
All right,
they're at the
so I
base
go
of it.
down and I let the group know that I'm going to be going through a hole that I spotted up there.
All right, so you guys they walk back. They go, "We found a hole."
If only you had some ability, Mike, where you could speak through the shadows.
If only
I
it
don't
worked
have
right
that
now. He
ability
doesn't have the rocks.
currently.
Oh, Kazumi does.
Yeah, but she doesn't have them unlocked.
So,
So-
You can give it back to you.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna have her do that while she's not here. That's her decision.
Petra
then-
and Zeke wait at the base of the volcano.
Okay.
So
They don't go with him.
I head up and I go through the hole.
Okay, you get them first, though, right? You said.
I told them yes.
Yeah, so you
I don't
all
know if they're
told-
following.
So we found a
Right.
hole. Come follow. Do you guys follow?
Yeah, I'm right
Uh,
behind him with Zeke.
Hey.
Is Zeke
Okay.
timid about this? Do I need to worry about Zeke?
Do we have to render Zeke unconscious?
No, Zeke can follow. I mean, he's cautious, but he's confused as much as the rest of you. I think the confusion
good.
kind of causes him to like, okay, let's go. So as you go up into this mountain, you're all kind of going together at this point. You easily dodge the lava pools. They're going down very like steadily in their own like cracked parts of the mountains that they've dug through already. You get to the cave, and as you walk through the cave, only about 10 feet, you come to a button or two buttons. One says going up, one says going down. What?
Can someone discern realities these buttons?
Sure.
I look at the
Never
buttons.
mind.
I press them both at the same time.
You press them both at the same time.
Yeah. I
Specifically,
rolled a 4. I'm like,
all right. So specifically, which one do you think you press first? Because it's not exact same time. Which one do you think you press first? You just walk up and press them. You're like, huh?
It would probably be his dominant hand that pressed
Well,
it
it's up and
first.
down, so it's like above. It's like an elevator almost.
So
I
it'd
would
probably be his
definitely press the
dominant
one on the right. Be like,
Up or down, like elevator buttons.
oh,
Top or bottom.
I'd probably say top. 'Cause
Right.
it's 2.
So as you press the top, you all feel this rumbling, and you hear a as the entire volcano begins to shake, and it erupts. Lava starts spewing out above. Out. You guys can't see it, but lava spews out. The volcano. Rocks get shot everywhere, and you're now in a cave at the top of the volcano. What do you do?
Is the lava going to come in after
Can I
us?
still use my discern realities for the current situation instead?
Sure. Go ahead and use it for the current situation. And Sirius is like, boop. It's like situations change. Now you may use your questions.
Okay, who's really in control here?
The volcano? It's really no one's in real control. Like no one in the party really knows what they're doing here. Wait, did they let the kid? No, we cannot come in here. Hold on a second, guys.
Yeah, no pussy allowed.
This is like, what's going on?
So I can buy us probably a little bit of time, but not much, because if this lava gets in here, we could be fucked.
Let them finish his questions.
Well,
there.
Let me say, not we could be fucked.
What's this?
Everyone but me.
So
will
let's
be
Oh, you
let's
can
let
catch
me-
Me,
That's
because I can
all.
turn into a salamander.
Salamander
So
is
you
the more
might-
lava.
Don't care.
So, you asked who's in control? Because really, I mean, in a sense, the volcano's in control in this version because it's erupting, lava's fucking going everywhere. It has command of itself.
Okay. What should I be on the lookout for?
The potential
Volcanoes.
that the lava may overflow the entrance to the cave you're in, trapping you guys within. And last question. As you watch yours start to go towards the down button.
As it's slowly like.
What here is not what it appears to be.
I mean, you both know the buttons do something. So really, in general, everything in this area is what it appears to be. As you watch Seoris then press this button, and you start hearing this, like, you know, the anvil sound from Looney Tunes.
Ding.
You
Yeah.
hear this sound from outside because there's no lava like covering the cave. But it sounds like it's extremely loud. It's not like this tiny. It doesn't sound like a tiny little anvil. It sounds like about 150 different anvils falling. And then you hear this boom as
So
the
it
entire
sounds like bombs dropping. Like,
no, it's just one. It's just one loud as the entire volcano once again just begins to shake. And it shakes violently for a good couple minutes as you're all like trying to keep your balance within this thing, and then it all goes quiet.
Hey.
Can I go
As
out
I,
and
like,
take a
pat
look?
the person on the back.
So
I solved the problem there.
Limrat
It's
walks
an
outside
on-off
and
switch.
takes a look, and as you look up at the top of the mountain, there is now a mountaintop on top of the mountain of the volcano, which has sealed the volcano itself.
And we're in the volcano.
Okay, is there lava still in the volcano?
There is just the pools of lava that are slowly starting to like empty as they trail
Pardon?
downwards into nothingness.
Nothingness? Is there like a way to get down this?
There's the same way down still, and there's also the way up. There's ways up and down. You almost see like a staircase leading you upwards.
That's how I feel right now, Mike.
I'm enjoying these stupid little puzzles of childrenness.
I have no clue what's going on. I do not.
I'm going to do Perilous Journey and scout
You just
a
want to
beneficial aspect of
If
the
you want to
terrain,
do that
shortcut,
shit,
shelter, tactical
I
advantage.
can automatically do that shit.
This isn't necessarily a perilous journey in a sense, because you're literally can go up the mountain. Or if you were traveling somewhere outside of this area, sure, but you're not really. I mean, if you want to just scout ahead, you can just go. You can just go scout ahead and make a wisdom roll to see if you're like. If you tell me what you're trying to look for or what you're trying to do.
What if I just give in to my anger and start superheating up the volcano?
No.
As you do this, you realize that the volcano is no longer a volcano, but it's actually a mountain.
And we're inside of a mountain.
What happens when I start to superheat this entire like group area?
I punch you in the back of the head and knock
It
you
gets
out.
hot. Nothing really actually happens because there's no longer any lava within this mountain.
Petra goes to the wall and like scratches it. Is it
It-
rock
it-
or
it
is
ru-
it paper?
You know, it rubs like paper.
I'm gonna go climb the top of this mountain.
All right, as you climb the top of the mountain, you find another door. There is no sign of this door, though.
I go through this door.
I'll go through that door too. I'm staying
I'm
nearby.
assuming you all follow Sinethel?
Yep.
Betcha?
I'll be behind Sinethel.
All right. So you all enter into This area where you enter into the southern part of this area, where you find. I'm gonna move you guys to the proper spot. Here's the party. And you see off in the distance, you can see like the peaks of like a house over a couple hills.
I'm gonna
Wait,
cast
still-
a. I am going to
And
cast.
you see a ring of volcanoes around.
I like
I am-
rub my feet against the ground. Is it still paper?
So there's a bunch of buildings in
Oh
this
my God.
in this
It looks
area.
like a bunch of like huts.
Flaming boulder, at the huts.
Okay.
Flaming boulder.
Okay, so you.
Amell, if you have some weird ass paper rubber people, I'm quitting. I am not okay with mannequins and things of the like.
Flaming
Oh, no,
boulder.
no.
Straight into the houses.
So
Please, thank you,
alright, so-
Limerick.
Anything that comes out, I am burning it alive upon
so, hold on.
sight.
It's a little
Hold.
ways. It's a little ways of a travel. So as you guys begin to travel forward,
That's fine.
out of the little trees, just slightly away from these huts,
I conjure
a bunch
a bow.
of stickmen come out with circle faces, like they're 3D, like body, like arms and stuff like that, and legs, but the head is 2D. There is no eyes. There is no mouth. As they have like stick spears and bows. of, like,
Hail
black
there,
lines.
good people.
They
As
kind
I
of
say.
they kind of look at you and they
They,
one kinda
they
wa-
can't look at me. They have no facial expressions.
But they have they're like the 2D like head like turns towards you, as the rest of them just see like nothing behind.
I give
And-
them a middle
Okay.
finger and still conjure the boulder
And
at their houses.
they wait as they are waving to you, Cioris. This flaming boulder most likely starts going as you make the roll, Mike. Please.
He already did. He
Oh
rolled a
my
10.
God,
I
Mike!
did.
Why are you killing people?
He rolled a 10, Amell.
As they look friendly towards you, Cioris, they start to wave. You see them go, "Fuck you guys!" As this boulder starts to form and rolls towards their houses.
And I'm
and then-
falling behind
I-
the boulder.
Can I do a defend roll to try to defend these people from this stupid ass boulder?
You're looking
That
at the
boulder is
people.
gone.
This is simultaneous, so no.
Can't I use a miracle or, since I came to the aid of common man, use that to interfere?
If you can figure out a way, wait, how'd you come to the aid of a common man during this all?
I helped them all go home.
Okay, sure. So that you can do. You can use your no good deed.
He's
No,
about to
good.
deny
When he
you.
goes to do that, I'm gonna conjure a boulder towards the people.
Nope. Sorry, that's not how that skill works.
It's
He
not-
can make more than one.
I can
boulder.
make a reaction. If you're making an action, I can make a reaction just like you did.
It's not how the action
Technically,
works, though.
he's
I
not
don't
doing.
do
He's not
anything.
actually doing anything.
It just happens.
So
I'm going to
It's fine.
continuously conjure these boulders.
it's fine. Give me a second here. So, as Limerick goes to conjure these boulders, it's flaming. The fire
Dennis,
isn't
drugs
catching
aren't
to any
funny.
of
Stop
the.
it.
The fire isn't catching to the ground. As it hits the house, and it kind of like springs backwards, like bends inwards, and gets launched into the sky.
My character just kind of like falls backwards and just lays on the floor, inanimate.
As he falls backwards, a bunch of the stickmen has spears with no actual point to them, and like stick them like towards your like body limrut. As the one guy continues to wave towards you, Cioris.
And I am
That's so
doing nothing.
fucking
I'm
creepy.
just, I'm
I
just
wave
sighing
back.
while also just kind of like.
Does Limrut slowly see the rock of his impending doom flying as he's like looking up and he sees it? Just, I'd love that.
As I like kind of like tap them, it's like, how do we get out of here?
They kind of look at you. No, they don't make any noise. They just kind of like gesture.
Fuck this
to
shit.
You.
Nope.
They just don't. They don't have mouths, so they can't speak. So they gesture towards you. They kind of like point you.
Point?
They kind of like wave for you to follow.
All right, I follow them.
So does anybody else follow?
Zeke is ready to murder, and so am I. I am not trusting any of this garbage.
All right. So you're both. Are you following though? But you're
I'm
on it. But you're on
following, but-
edge.
On edge. 100% on edge.
So Mental Ethics is like, fuck it, and he takes his cash and starts drinking from it at this point. Malon's kind of been quiet this entire time. She's like, because she's uncomfortable, but she's willing to go along with it.
Oh, by the way, I'm dragging Limrod along with this thing. 'cause
That's
he's still
fine.
laying on the ground.
That's fine. And the rest of them, like, there's one's falling behind that have the spears. They're like following closely behind Limrut. As you start getting
Still
closer
poking
to it,
Robert
you
Spears.
watch as some of these stickmen come riding in on timber wolves made of actual timber.
Good God.
I want to get out of this place. Please help me get out of this place.
My
Jagta,
character commits
Almighty Jagta.
making a new character.
Here, Logan, I'll give you the weapon for it.
Okay, as you
help me get out of this shithole.
you hear no response from your god. as you walk into the town where there is what you would think is the village chieftain who has spikes sticking out of his head.
I
Like,
wave.
he waves also back at you and beckons you all to sit.
I sit down then.
I do not sit down.
You as you
Limrod
sit down,
still lying inanimate.
I think he's Sirius kind of just drags him like
I
drops him next
sit
to the
in the
log.
chieftain's lap.
The chieftain accepts this and like pats you on the like on the leg, like on the thigh, and like kind of like starts like rock, like bounce you up and down like a child.
All right, I start to kind of lounge backwards too.
He accepts you. As you sit down, Cioris and everybody
You
else,
still have to animate.
you are greeted with food that you actually like, literal real food that you could eat.
Ooh. Let's
I
sample
do
it.
not
And
eat it.
despite no matter
I know.
what it tastes like, I will
All of
accept
this
it as
food
it's good.
straight towards Limrod and the chieftain. Just
I just-
bash
I'll
it
start
across
eating.
all
It's
the
like
table.
gesture
So you
to do it.
elbow the chieftain? Am I getting this right? Hold on.
Oh.
So Cyrus is like,
No, no,
thank
no.
you. Cynthia, what
no,
do
no,
you
no.
do?
I put I'm back in human form. The
Right.
fucking wisdom roll was just a joke. And I just swat like half the table of food into the chieftain's face in Limrod.
The chieftain, like, you hit Limrod, you get covered in food. The chieftain gets covered in food. It stains his face with like the different like peaches and apples and like cantaloupe and all this
I-
delicious.
I
Kinda
get up
this
and I
is-
walk out of the house and I start going into other houses.
No, you're not. You're like out in the middle of the village here. And as he does, the chieftain's like white-colored face starts to turn red as it slowly like boils upwards. As he then points to you, Sinethel, as all these sick men grab you and then begin to thrust their spears into you. What do you do?
Okay.
As you're now surrounded by a bunch of sick men in this village.
Take a 1d0.
I fly away
So
as
you
a bird.
You go to give me a dex roll to see if you're fast enough.
Fuck you.
So you're only able to dodge a couple of them as these 8
I
stab
don't care.
into you.
I'll take a
So
I'll take a
you take a
1d1.
D8 plus 3.
Wait, what? What happened to the spears with no tips?
As they stab into him, they shave. And they stab into him. 3 of them, well, 4 of them technically in total, pierce into you as you flutter away. D8 plus 3.
6.
3.
You take 3 damage. It does not ignore armor, so any armor you have would mitigate the damage. As
4.
the chieftain then points to each and every person in the group.
I just shake my head like, oh my god.
As more start coming out of the house. I mean, a massive amount of these guys start flooding through these houses. As you start walking towards them, you see like 20 of them filter out of one house.
Can I throw a boulder at the house?
You
Yes,
can't.
please.
Go ahead.
I guess.
Please drop a boulder on yourself since
Is
it won't
is
kill
the chieftain here?
The chieftain's like right next to you, but his face is all red with no facial expressions. Like the top of his like head is slightly bowed inwards, like angry eyes.
Alright, I'm going to give him the inkwell and the pen thing and just hand it to him. This is like, kind of like open palm, like you want to care to draw a face. I
Give
can
me a
speak
charisma
to
roll.
you.
And he's gonna roll a 4, calling it. Damn it.
7. So you hand it to him, and
Just kind of like open palms, like,
he takes it and he draws like a mouth on his thing, and all you hear is "kill them."
to be fair, I really didn't do anything wrong.
And I say, wait.
But
I
you're
laugh.
with them.
You know
Show
what?
us. I say,
I didn't
show
really
us
do
how to
anything
leave.
wrong.
But
And
wait,
then I make
but
that
wait,
their idea.
as a boulder lands on top of Limrod's foot.
Because
Go ahead
that's
and
always what happens when he fails the roll.
I
Take your damage,
understand-
Mike.
I understand that you might be threatened by these people, but let me tell you, these people they're very frustrated from having a very bad experience here. I wouldn't take it personally. I do apologize, and I'll do whatever it takes to make whatever's wrong right. But just please, just help us get out of here.
He goes, "Oh, I think Ellie's joining. Maybe. Nope.
All right. So I
It bugged
take
out.
What does he say, Mel?
4 damage.
He doesn't say anything as the ink starts to like fall off of his face, and he goes back to how he was, all red.
I hate all of you! Done partying.
Yeah, Petrin
Wonderful.
casts magic weapon on his bow. Now it has a +1d4. He fucking knocks an arrow and starts taking shots.
I say,
I sit there
show
and
us
do
the way
nothing.
out of here now. And
No, he
make
can't
it their
talk
idea.
As
I mean-
they do, a bunch of them with the spears that came out of the house come charging towards you, Limrod.
Okay, so what do they do once I've made this their own idea?
They charge towards you.
They don't have ideas. They're fucking stick figures.
No, that's not it. They charge towards them.
So did I use the ability?
You use the ability.
Oh my god, Amell, is this some like weird ass shit where we have to die to leave?
No,
Alright, just making sure.
no dying.
I wanted to
All
leave,
right.
and you idiots. We were about to leave, and you were like, I'm going to throw boulders at people. I'm going to splash
No,
it.
Do
that's
they
not-
have sharp sticks or no sticks, or what do they have?
Some of them have like weird crafted bows made of black lines, and some of them have spears. Other ones have like swords, but it's just like a black line here, and then the black sword shape. It's all like stick figure like weapons. Any stick figure weapon you can think of that's ever been made that you've drawn exists
Gun.
in these groups. Except for guns. No guns.
Can
Oh, come
I-
on. No.
Can I take a shot?
So I'm gonna cast Corona Aura again, I guess.
Yes.
As these all stab into you. Mike, go ahead and roll your Corona Aura.
They get
Petri-
to make a reaction before They made 2 actions.
They're literally like stabbing towards you.
They
You're like-
rushed out of a building and then they stabbed me within the
They
same
rushed
moment.
out of the building because of your 5. As
So
you took damage.
because they rushed out of the building, I cast my Corona Aura, but
No,
they
no,
got there
no,
in that
no,
instant.
No. They came out of the building as you're like, I'm going to summon a boulder because they're coming out of the building. And then you failed that. And then you're like, I'm going to cast Chrono Aura as they're still running towards me. Like
I
20
cast
of
a
them.
boulder when the dude was there and they were attacking
So,
Seoris.
quick question, Amell. Do these people look like Mr. Game & Watch?
No. They literally are just
Okay.
a circle like for a face with white, which are all like turning red now. Okay. So, Petrin, roll. That's your damage.
That's my damage.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
So, and it like stabs into one of them as the arrow then sinks in and gets absorbed into the creature.
all right, I give up.
As more of them flood out of the houses, you activate your Corona
Drops,
Aura.
drops my magic weapon.
Go ahead.
Jumps on Zeke. We need to go.
As you question why this fucking druid flew away.
Yep. As arrows are being
like-
shot at you, Syntho, you're dodging them deathly as you start to flee. Petrin starts to flee. Limrod's like, come on! As he casts Corona. Limrod, they stab into you through your Corona Aura. Go ahead and take a D8 plus 10.
What?
There's 20 of them. I didn't even have all 20 hit them.
Oh.
And it
Okay.
absorbs 12 of the damage.
Okay, so then
Okay.
I head off where they're going.
So you like turn and start to run. Sirius,
I-
what do? You're the only person not running at this very moment as the chieftain doesn't say anything to you after your last little comment. And you see more of them flooding out of the village.
I tried diplomacy. I'm like, there has to be a better solution than this. Like,
Petrin
You know, there's-
versus,
these people are just foolish. They don't really mean you
As
that
you're
harm.
speaking, Malin
just
slaps
frustrated.
you across the face and says, "Shut up and run."
Yeah,
Cool.
enjoy that plus D10.
And she starts going. She's leaving you. Metalas got his cast. He's and going and running away with them.
I blessed Seoris.
Okay.
What are my options for this?
You forget the spell, take a -1 and go in to cast a spell, or put yourself in danger.
What time is it?
11:30.
I'll take a -1 ongoing
Okay.
to cast a spell.
Cast a spell.
All right, am I in a dangerous situation?
Duh!
I'm just making sure. Okay.
I don't know.
Great.
if
I'd
a
like to
plus
ask all my
D10
valor questions, please.
Go ahead and ask your valor
Am I,
questions.
am I acting to protect another or in the service of a higher ideal? Code of honor can apply to this.
What in your code of honor are you trying to apply right now? That's the thing, because you're not trying to protect anybody necessarily. But if you can find something
Not
in code of
anymore,
honor that
everyone-
works, then sure.
Okay, well, I am
Running.
using a not protecting weak and defenseless. How about obeying those placed in authority because he is placed in authority and I'm trying to
Then
not cause him
die.
problems.
He told you to die.
Oh, okay.
So
How
obey
about
by
never
die.
turn your back on a foe? Or
No,
avoid
this is
genius, useless, or deceit.
Are
this
you
is one
fighting
of
Okay,
those
you haven't
situations-
used deceit or anything. So okay, sure, we'll give you that.
Okay. All right, I get one. Are the odds greatly against me?
Yes.
Okay.
There's about
Am I
100 of
acting
these
without
guys now.
expectation of reward? Yes. Am I making
Wait,
a
what?
reasonable attempt to avoid violence? Yes.
Yes.
Wait, what's your reward you're expecting?
He's not.
Avoiding.
Oh, without. Okay, I was about to say what?
Am I acting within the law? Am I acting
You're not
within
breaking
the law?
the
Not
law.
everybody else.
You're not breaking the law.
Right,
I mean, not really. You're
Are
not dead
my
yet.
actions for the greater good of the world?
No.
No.
Trying to avoid the genocide of the people in this specific place.
Dude, he just shot an arrow into it and it absorbed into the dude. So, the answer is no.
Okay, fine. Okay, I've got all 5. I'm gonna use a miracle. Get me out of this fucking place.
So-
I don't give a shit where we go as long as
So,
it's not this.
Sirius, like, starts turning and running. Like, you just get this instinct to turn and run. And you catch up to everybody else. Like, everybody starts flying, like, the birds flying. You kind of have that,
Now I
like,
have
cool
negative one. I
montage
think
music as you
that's
guys are running away, which you all hear this montage music.
Which is
As-
really fucking weird.
It's awesome. It's, The Light That Begins to Shine.
I don't know what that song is.
I'll have to find it. It's a really horrible 80s song, but it's perfect for this. So you guys are like,
Start with listening to the voice by John Farnham.
so you're all running, and it's like you have like the guys behind. It's like one of those old action sequences where like you're running and the bad guys are just barely behind you the entire time for a good like whole entire theme song as you're like jumping over stuff and dodging things through the forests and like the hills until you come upon like you fall down into like this like cave system. In this case, you like rolling, you get up all perfectly healed or not uninjured. Minus, Limrod's like Corona Aura dispels from this just because I say it
Whoa,
does.
wait, what's it dispel?
Because you rolled down a hill.
I'm sorry.
I
what
rolled
happened?
down a hill. That
Explain-
doesn't
explain to me.
dispel the corona. Or what
I
the
do
hell?
what I want.
You're
So,
forcing me to roll stuff that you're
Hold
going to
on,
make me
hold on,
hurt
hold
Yeah,
on,
he
myself.
does what he wants.
Hold on. How did my miracle come into effect?
I'm not
My
done
great
yet.
miracle.
We're almost
Okay.
there. So,
We're just running away.
you're
montage
running, you
music.
tumble down into this cave system as the door, as you're still rolling, a door opens up and you guys all roll into the next area.
Remember the door shut.
Rescuing you completely from all these hundreds guys. And it like shuts behind you, closing these people off. As you all fall into water, just whoosh, steam's coming from Limrod. It's salt water, but it's as you're like kind of like struggling, like you like Metal is like I can't swim, and then you all stand up. It's only like 3 feet of water.
Metalath is still drowning.
Like
I
he's still drowning in the
bandage-
3 feet of water.
I bandage myself, pulling myself back up to 20 health.
Petrin helps Metalath.
You're all wet and it's all salty. So
It's
you
gross.
all end up bad, Tim.
So we're in the water, you say?
Boom.
Great. I pull out my raft.
Okay, so you see.
Wait a minute, we're in the water?
Yes.
I put my hand into the water and touch the ground. Is it dirt?
No.
God
Paper.
damn it!
I grab the druid. Is the druid still in bird form?
I do discern reality.
I grab the talon of this druid. I pull it down and says, "Not shit like that ever again."
So, you all are in this area. You
So-
see a half-submerged building, which really doesn't
Grab
seem to
your
have
beak
anything
and
up
rip it off.
below the water. You don't actually see any of the building. There is a volcano on land to the west, along with a weird mountain range looking out.
So,
All right, what
so-
here is useful or valuable to me?
In the water,
No, what here
you
Where
are
is
is
the water?
valuable or useful to me?
unless you are spending a day wandering around the entire.
We are
fucking
in some
map.
random circular area. This is exactly what discern realities is for. What here is
Discern realities
valuable?
is when you're discerning specific things. So you're like looking at the water, or
How the
you're look-
fuck do I get out of here?
Okay, so what do you?
Specifically, that's what I'm looking for.
I get that, but discerning reality it doesn't work necessarily like that. You can.
What is about to happen? Let me
Um,
ask that one first.
The druid is going to kill himself.
You
That's what's
notice,
about to
Limrod, off in the distance, you guys are a little ways away from this submerged building. You do notice some stick figure men kind of like walking around there. They don't seem to be like noticing you, or
I wave to these stick figure men.
they're way off in the distance. Like you would have to like walk to get like really in range for them to notice you.
Alright, go.
Whatever.
in the
I'm gonna go on
house.
land.
You see stick figure man over there. The volcano itself looks to be not actually erupting. That to ignore the little like spouts of flames on this picture. But they both seem to be active. And
Okay.
you do realize that the cave system you went through was actually the where you rolled down was actually part of a dormant volcano section.
Okay.
I
And
go
what
into
we
the
roll-
house.
what here is not what it appears to be.
What here's not what it appears to be. You notice that there are some symbols on this like submerged building that seem different than
Okay.
what
So
you really see in the village.
okay.
not
So
entirely
when
sure
I
what they
go
are,
to
but-
the building, what here is useful or valuable to me?
So you start to walk. Well, I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do this because you start to walk towards the building. Do you go into the building? Do you just look around it? What do you do specifically?
Patron
I
volunteers to go into
scour
the
the
building.
entire building.
Okay, so as soon as you enter the building, it opens.
Then I
like
ask
you
the
op-
question.
Like you open it up, and it's like there's water all through the ground of it, and you see pews, and what looks to be some type of stick figure up on like the ceiling in like this great mosaic like picture.
Is there a noose around?
There is not.
Stick figure noose.
No, there's not. As you do this, all the stick figure men that were like had their heads like down and bowing, like lift up and like turn towards you all too. Like, and you only see like the one part of like the paper. There's the rest of it's like cut off from like the
Right.
line of sight.
I wave and do a.
All right, so I
like-
put my arms out like this, and I start walking towards the pillar or whatever that's in the middle or whatever thing. The thing that looks the most useful in this room, since that was the question.
Sure. So the problem is there wasn't really anything useful in this room, and you walked into what they would kind of consider their holy ground. So as you walk into this, they turn. Every single one of them brandishes a weapon.
Oh my god, I cast a boulder.
And
Oh my
it
God.
bounces
Right
off
at the
top of
entrance,
the
I
building.
cast a boulder. And if it lands on my foot, at least it's fucking blocking the door. I mean, fuck it.
I fly
Whatever,
away
right.
again.
Liberot, why do you keep causing problems? What's wrong with you,
I
lad?
want this boulder to block this doorway, and then we can just back out of this.
All right, so like you
And-
step backwards, like boulder, huh, as this flaming sphere, just kind of like instead of it just spins in place, which to the amount of 30 feet, and just stays there as you start to like walk away. Do you walk or run?
A tear starts coming down my eyes. I just look at Cyrus. I'm like, fucking save me from myself. It's like, what the fuck?
Liberot, I've got your solution right here. Can I knock him out and just carry him the rest of the campaign? The rest of this day, can I just knock him out and just be like, I got him, and just carry him?
No, because I think you would have actually done a terrible thing. You would have been like, "No, let's go talk to them," as they brandish all their weapons and come at us. Yeah, talk to them. Stab, talk to them. Stab, stab.
You mean like the other thing? You mean like the other thing where Avox literally insulted everyone by throwing food in their face for no fucking reason whatsoever?
Okay.
Hey, he said he threw the food to the side. Amell said
no,
where it went.
No,
flat.
no, he didn't. He said at Limrod and the
Oh,
chief
did he? Nice.
Yes.
specifically. So
It was an accident, guys.
Do I
No.
still have food on my
I tried to
face?
explain it and you just
no,
couldn't
Limrod,
roll.
you it has if during the miracle point you ran through a waterfall and it all washed off perfectly.
By the way, Amell,
You
did
dried on
anyone
the way
eat
out.
that food?
I think Limrod had like a bite of, or not Limrod.
I had it.
Sirius had a. It was delicious.
Are you
good
going to be
food.
dead within 24 hours?
It was
No.
delicious and non-poisonous.
Aaron, is there a way that I can set off these volcanoes in this area?
No, you don't have the ability to control lava.
Yeah, but I
Right.
can heat up the stuff, which would cause a reaction.
I don't
You can heat up a
understand.
small area. You can't heat up an entire fucking volcano.
I can cast a firestorm.
Yeah, that's different.
I...
So-
Liberot.
Do it, Mike. Cast
Why are
the
you-
firestorm.
Why are you
Please
being
burn me.
so agitated today? You seem to want to cause problems wherever you go.
Everyone's
ru-
agitated.
as
Fuck
you-
this place.
I understand.
I say the
understand
same
that you
thing.
might
I'm like,
be
he's
agitated.
right. Fuck this place.
I understand you might be agitated, but getting agitated isn't going to solve the problem. Look at this stupid ass road. They could have easily gotten us out of there.
You're
but no,
trying to
he
help
decides
stick
to-
figures.
No, there's no. It doesn't matter. They're natives to this land, and we are guests here. You gotta be more
I don't
polite to
take
your.
kindly to sticks. I burn
Full
sticks.
vote on banishing
Sticks
Zeros.
and me are enemies. What don't you get about this? And then I turn my back and I start walking.
They're only
towards land.
enemies because you make them enemies.
Oh, you don't get it.
I follow Limrod for sure.
I also follow them.
So
Oh
where you
my
guys where are you
goodness.
guys going?
It's just
We're
like
just
a small
following-
child y'all wanted to
We're on a
listen.
road
Yeah.
to nowhere.
So I see that there's mountains and there's those two big ones, right?
Yep, there's 2 volcanoes.
Down the south, is there a way for us to just keep on going south?
So you start walking towards the south. Eventually you get there, and then you see the volcanoes again. As you end up.
God.
Oh my god. So where were these other people?
All right.
The people
Well,
are in
this
the
is
house
happening.
on the right.
While this is happening, I'm gonna go try to talk to those people, those stick figure people.
Out in the water.
So as you guys go walking, Source walks back towards where
Hold
this
on,
boulder is
but-
blocking.
When he starts to go there, I want to be like, I'm just gonna stop and stand outside, and I'm gonna be like, we'll wait out here for you.
So you can so you guys all end up back at the entrance, and you're just like, we'll wait for you.
Yeah, considering
I
when
know,
we
yeah.
walked, it did a full
Your
circle.
turn. Good luck.
Right. Can I move?
I
Can
give
I
him
move
a
the
pat on the
boulder?
back.
So you see, Oris, as you go towards the boulder, you see you go to try to touch the boulder, and you see all these swords and spears trying to stab through around the circles of it. Even underworlds are trying to stab at you.
Stab at me or at the boulder?
At you,
Yes.
they're trying to stab around the boulder towards you.
Aye.
I yell at Cioris, do you want a Corona Aura, by the way?
I'd be fine, Limerod, to just wave him off. Aye, lads. I could get you out of here if you all just put your weapons down.
As you say that, from on the rooftop, an arrow comes flying down and hits right next to your feet.
You have terrible aim.
As he knocks another arrow, and 3 more appear on the side of it.
You still have terrible aim.
All right, and they let loose their shots at you. What do
And
you
then
do?
they
Okay.
actually, because you choose to not do anything.
Well, I let loose now, so let's see what he does.
All right, I step behind the boulder. Where
The
now they
boulder
can't
is
see me.
in the doorway. You can't step behind it to hide.
Aye, I step around the corner of the house.
All right, give me a dex roll to run.
It's more of like a stroll.
We're all watching
but
this.
Give
okay.
me
Is there a
dex
stick
roll.
figure on the roof, Amell? Is
There's
that what?
4 of them now.
All right, so we all see 4 stick figures on the roof because we're standing off
And
to
you're
the
watching
side.
them shoot arrows at Sioris.
I can't shoot them, as I've found out. So
So Sioris, you
I
walk
pull out of some
casually.
adventuring gear, a bowler hat, and I start tossing coins into it, placing bets on when he's gonna die.
I have no money.
I understand you're very upset. These people are very frustrating to deal with. I just want to go home and leave this place so you don't have to deal with this ever again. Yes, suppose you could just point me in the right direction. I don't care if you shoot an arrow in that direction. Just help me get out of this.
I turn to our
Charisma-
buddies and
charisma
I say
roll as
he's
you're like-
talking to stick figures.
Charisma roll.
I know, right? That's a 7. He's blessed.
Oh.
Yeah, Mel, you know you love it.
So they start to shoot at you, Sioris, still, and you start to scoot back away from the wall as they start shooting. And then you notice a couple of them actually shoot over you. And
Okay.
they're aiming towards the volcanoes. This trail of arrows.
Son of a.
Alrighty, I'll take that as a sign to go over there. Thank you so much for your time. I apologize about these people I travel with. They're not always
Can I conjure a
the
weapon?
most tactful people.
If
Fuck
wanna
you,
conjure
drops
a
the
weapon,
bless.
go ahead, Mike.
Drops the bless. He doesn't deserve it.
Okay, well, I continue going towards the volcanoes now. Just running.
You guys watch Sioris just.
I'm gonna do I want to do long range,
Okay.
and I want to do. I guess I'll remove the dangerous tag because it already has flaming, and I'm gonna shoot towards the. Where were they trying to hit on the volcano?
They were shooting at Sioris as he was walking that direction. They weren't aiming specifically at the volcano. It's just the trail of arrows seemed to lead that way. in a
Well, I'll
perfect
just
straight
keep
line.
my bow, I guess, and then I'll be like, "Well, what's the plan?" To Cioris as he's walking back, I guess.
Are
Well,
they
he
still
don't.
shooting at us?
He's running towards the volcano, guys. He's ditching you guys right now.
Are they still shooting?
Oh
at us?
yeah,
Oh hell yes, they're still shooting at him. They still want to hit him.
I nudge Limrod. They're still shooting, and I see you have a flaming bow. You want to test it to see if it absorbs your arrow too?
I say they're fucking stick figures.
It absorbed my arrow entirely. Like as soon as it hit it, like it absorbed into the body. So do you want to give it a go? See what happens?
I go, nah.
And do you all go running after Seahorse, or what do you do?
Yeah, I follow.
Might as
Seahorse.
well.
So you
Hey,
all
Kazumi's
go.
here.
You all make it to the volcano running. You hear like random little like weird footsteps way off in the distance. You maybe assume that they finally pushed the boulder out of the doorway. You still got plenty of time though, as you're at the base of the volcano, the closest one, the fat one. What do you guys do?
Start climbing
Climbing.
it. Are we able to climb it? Is
You're
it
able to climb it.
scalable?
Yep, it's climbable. There's still the same thing, like those little like perfectly like drawn like.
What would you do if out of frustration we just all jumped into the lava?
Let's find out.